According to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 30 years. There's a $5,000 fine and there are no applications. And there's to be Chapter 62 compliance.
Right off the bat, 30-year cap, $5,000 fine, and Chapter 62 compliance. That last part. That's sex offender registration. This isn't a minor case. This is life-altering. The real question is, how does someone with no record end up facing something this serious?
2025 CR 001248, State versus Lynn Wayne Moran. Could I have parties announced?
Mantle and Brown, State.
Louis Martinez on behalf of Mr. Moran.
All right. And are you Mr. Moran?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You entered a plea of guilty on July 21st, 2025. We were awaiting the PSI report. According to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 30 years. There's a $5,000 fine and there are no applications. And there's to be Chapter 62 compliance. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes, Judge.
Any objections, State or defense?
No objection, Judge.
Not to the PSI, Judge.
All right. And the court is in receipt of documentation tendered to the court by the defense attorney. And it appears to be letters from therapists and from other parties.
Correct, Judge.
All right. The court has reviewed those. State, have you had a chance to review those?
Yes, Judge.
All right. State, any witnesses?
No witness, Judge.
Defense, any witnesses?
Yes, Judge. I've got two witnesses. The first would be Hugh Moran, Mr. Moran's brother.
All right. If you'll step to the side, sir.
They're back.
All right. Could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Hugh Moran.
All right. Defense, you may proceed.
This is a key courtroom strategy moment. The defense is doing damage control, highlighting shock, clean history, and character. But notice what's happening. They're not denying the crime. They're trying to humanize the man behind it. Do you think that actually changes how a judge sees the case?
Hugh, you're Lynn's brother, correct?
That's correct.
And how old are you, Hugh?
I'm 60,
And how old is Lynn?
69.
Now, do you understand what your brother's charged with?
Yes, I do.
And you understand that the plea bargain in this case called for the judge to decide a punishment between 15 years and 30 years.
That's correct.
And so, obviously, what you're asking the court to do is consider something closer to the 15 years than the
That's
30.
correct.
What kind of, did you have any indications that your brother had gotten involved in this stuff
I had no idea at all.
before his arrest?
No, I had no idea.
Are you telling the court that your brother didn't do this? Are you saying that this is not,
I just didn't know anything about it.
Okay. but,
Prior to the arrest, I had no idea.
but in speaking with your brother, he's taking accountability for it, right?
That's correct, yes.
Has he tried to blame anybody else, do you
No.
guys?
No,
Has he minimized it or somehow said, hey, look, you know what, this is just a big mistake?
no, not at all. Mm-mm. He's taking full credibility for what he's done.
Okay. And so, I mean, this is not, obviously, this is a very troubling case, right?
Yes,
And you understand that there are real victims when it comes to this material?
as far as I know, I'm not real familiar with it, but.
No, what I'm saying is, I mean, these aren't generated images. I mean, there are children that get photographed.
Right,
So,
yes,
so no one's minimizing that.
that's correct.
But prior to your brother's arrest here, what kind of a reputation did he have?
Was hardworking. He's worked in the medical field for 30-something years, and has great friends and been an uncle to my son and everything, and had good interactions with him and stuff like that.
How many grandchildren are in your family?
I only have one son,
Yeah.
and he's 30.
And there were never any indications that that Lynn might be doing anything appropriate with the children family?
No,
Yeah, were there?
and we have a real small family. I mean, it's down to just me, Lynn, my son now at that point.
But no rumors or whispers in the extended family that
No.
anything improper had ever happened?
No clue, no idea. Hadn't heard anything like that at all. Ever.
And so when he got charged with this was just a complete and total shock,
It was a complete, total shock to me. Yes, that's correct.
because this really is not consistent at all with the Lynn that you've known for your
That
life.
is correct. Yes, yes, sir.
And so In talking to your brother, you said your brother took responsibility, right?
Yes.
And he made it known to you that he's been hiding this part of his life from
Oh,
everybody else.
yes.
Now, you said your brother worked in the medical field.
That's correct.
What kind of work was he doing?
He was a speech pathologist.
Okay.
Mhm.
And he worked with both adults and children.
That's correct.
And were you aware of any kind of complaints or any reports of impropriety?
He'd had a clean record, worked there forever, no problems, no write-ups or anything.
Okay. And the pre-sentence report in this case indicates that he doesn't have a criminal history. Is that consistent
That's
with what
correct.
you know?
Yes. He's never been in trouble at all.
Okay. And your brother's 69 years old.
Mhm.
And what kind of, how is his health? Let me ask you.
I know he has diabetes, a little bit of asthma, and he's got arthritis.
So, I mean, health issues that are consistent with a man his age.
Right, correct. That's correct.
And now what you're asking, understand that if the court were to give something closer to the 30-year sentence, at your brother's age, he's likely not.
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay. And so despite these, the troubling nature of the accusations and the activity, you're asking the court to give him something closer to the minimum, something that would allow him at least some life expectancy when he gets out.
That's correct. Yeah.
Now, I talked about the plea bargain that was a cap of 15 years, essentially anything between, cap of 30 years, anything between 15 and 30 years.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything unfair about that range of punishment?
I'm not real familiar with this, but I would feel that, the fact that he's never been in trouble before, that they could possibly give him closer to the 15.
Okay.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, given the nature of the activity, it's not unfair to see him going and doing prison time, right?
Right.
Okay. I mean, you're not happy about that.
No.
You wish it were another way, right?
Sure.
But you understand that him being punished this way it is fair and it's appropriate.
That's correct. Yes.
I'll pass witness.
Any questions? All right, thank you so much for
Thank
coming in. All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Do.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Wayne Moore.
All right, you may proceed, counsel.
Lynn, in looking at the PSI, it looks like you've never had any criminal history. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And so the first time you wind up in court is for something serious like this.
Yes, sir.
And here it is, the turning point. He admits addiction led him down a darker path. This is where psychology meets accountability. But let's be real. Does explaining why ever reduce the weight of what? Or is this just context, not an excuse?
I'm looking at the PSI and it looks like you acknowledged guilt in this case.
I did. I am guilty.
And have you ever denied, since the time of the arrest, have you denied to me or anybody else that you were guilty?
No.
Yeah. Lynn, if you're a man of your age with no criminal history, how did you get yourself involved with this material?
I became addicted first to pornography, and it led to me going to more, as I chased what they call dopamine, something I've learned in my 12-step programs.
Okay.
I started doing more edgier and edgier stuff until I crossed the line.
Mhm.
And I just, once I did that, I got hooked on a very perverse medium,
Mhm.
but it was the medium I was addicted to.
Right. And so there was some testimony that you worked as a speech pathologist.
That's correct.
And did you work with both adults and children?
I did.
Did you ever do anything inappropriate with any of those children?
I did not.
Did you ever do anything appropriate with any of those adults?
Oh, I took care of them. I did nothing inappropriate with either one.
Okay. Never any complaints, or you were never fired from one of those jobs for anything inappropriate?
Sir.
Okay, so even though you were dealing with these addiction issues, thankfully it didn't spill out into the physical world.
That's correct.
Okay. Since the arrest, have you taken any measures to deal with your addiction?
I have. I've done a 12-step program that's called SPAS, Sex and Porn Addicts Anonymous.
Okay, and so there are 12-step programs for those sorts of addictions.
There are.
Okay, and are they? And I'm not going to ask for anyone's identity, obviously, but are they sparsely attended, or are there actually significant amounts of people that are in them?
They sometimes have as many as over 70 people. They do a Zoom meeting.
Okay.
And the one I go to is on the West Coast,
Okay,
and it has a very good attendance. And it helps us to kind of deal with the just like the AA 12-step model.
Mhm.
They lead us through how to find relief, or to be able to
live without this.
live with, to know, learn how to manage it and
Yeah.
not let it rule my life.
Okay. And so in doing so, in these 12-step programs, I mean, they refer to staying away from these things as sobriety, correct?
Yes,
Okay, just like we talk about with drug and alcohol issues of sobriety there.
yes.
Okay. And to this point, how many days have you been sober?
I have well over 400 days of sobriety since
Okay.
I joined the spa group. I had one relapse, and that was that violated their no self-love, no masturbation.
Okay. And then, so do you journal as part of that 12-step program?
I do, just to log it and to help keep me aware of how much sobriety I've obtained.
Okay. And to date, how many days have you been able to log?
It's over 400, 403 as of yesterday.
And Judge, I'm going to tender to the court, not for the reading of it, but just to substantiate that he's logged it.
Yes.
His journal that has 403 entries. So we're not asking I've checked with the state, we're not asking the court to read it, just to confirm he's done that. In addition to that 12-step program, have you seen a counselor?
I have.
Okay. And did we get a letter from that counselor?
Yes, I believe it was in the packet
Okay.
that I gave you, or that you gave to the court.
And that's what we tendered over to the court for the court
I
inspection.
believe he was, yes. Yes, sir.
In addition to that, were there letters from people who know you?
There were
Okay.
longtime friends, and a gentleman who had been working with me on the 12-step programs.
And